Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster High news to talk about from our first look at the brand new Skulltimate Secrets Series 6? Series 6, right? HAUNTLYWOOD Secrets. Then we also have our first look at the IRL new G3 minis, Best Booze, Venus. We also have some new listings for a Frankenstein G3 playset, Abby Fearbook stock photos, and more. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the brand new G3 potion minis, the Best Booze. They come in pairs of 2, and people like Amanda Jane, Cruel Circus, and Count Fangulus, I cannot say the proper username without getting demonetized probably, they have been finding and sharing their potion minis little figures online, and so here are the pictures of them IRL. As you can see, some of these little figures have variants, have different paint details than the stock photos do. Claudine is missing like a hair streak, Gulia has a different lipstick color on, and the hair for Spectra and Twilight specifically, they are no longer as clear as they were in the stock photos. So there's just many differences overall with these little figures from the previously seen stock photos. Unfortunately, they don't really look as cool anymore, but they're still cute, and I think probably the best one is the Draculaura and Claude pairing. They're so cute together. They look really good, and Claude has a cute little face, so you know, they're fine. I think they are cute figures, but I do think, like, are they really worth the money? I'm not sure. By the way, I just remembered Dripped in Plastic just recently made a whole video about these Best Booze, so be sure to check it out if you are interested in these little figures and seeing more of the quality control and like if they look better in person or not. So we also have more stock photos here showing how the gimmick will work for the brand new upcoming Crystal Ball Potion Minis series. The whole shape is brand new, and you can see the actual like how large it is, the scaling of it in the hand. So it's not going to be like a huge crystal ball. It's actually kind of small. So you pour the water in the top, and then you shake it, and then we see the figure up here inside of the crystal ball. So definitely a little bit different from the usual potion bottle, but still basically the same gimmick. It's just the water, you reveal, and there's your figure, and now you have this giant piece of plastic that you don't know what to do with unless you have enough, display space for all of these potion bottles and crystal balls. But yeah, the actual figures themselves in this series I think look better, but once again, I mean, the stock photos are not the actual real life figures, so just having seen the actual figures for the Best Booze 2-packs, right, I'm now wondering, like, how good are these figures from this new Crystal Ball series actually gonna look in real life? Like, they might look just okay in real life. They might not even have the same details, the painted details, the same makeup, or the same kind of hair transparency. So that kind of sucks that they really are not giving what they are giving in the stock photos, but that's no surprise really. That always happens usually with dolls. So. And lastly, for G3 Potion Minis, I swear we are done with these after this. We have our first real life look at the G3 mini of Venus here that was shared by Monster High _444 online, and Venus looks so adorable here. I definitely think the face application looks pretty good. The colors are still there. The pink is still there in the hair. That there's not too many paint details really on these figures. Most of the outfits are just one color, and then the shoes as well. But we do have a little bit of interesting makeup here around the eyes. So I think, big Venus, hugging small Venus, so cute, really adorable little figure. I do have to say, probably one of the better figures from the entirety of G3 Potion Minis for sure. Moving on to some other G3 news here, we have the stock photo of the new Fearbook Series 2 Abby doll. We don't have the stock photo of the Venus packaging yet. That's honestly, like, sometimes the way we get stock photos leaked early is really dumb. Like, it's like, wait, now we're just waiting on Venus's box stock photo? Seriously? Like, can the stock photos just not all come out simultaneously? Like, that would be so much easier. But regardless, here's the box for Abby. It's the same packaging, it's just Abby obviously, and then we have cooler tones, blues. We have the artwork of her. We can see a little bit of the portrait painting of her pet Shiver better. I think really cute, and it is confirmed for sure that Abby's hair will be poly. and then Venus's hair will actually be saran. So interesting. You know, poly always sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Moving on, we have a brand new playset in the works here, coming out later this year, called Monster High Make a Monster Pet playset with Frankenstein dolls. So the UK listing is already has already leaked, but there's no pictures right now. And apparently the release date for Amazon UK is around December of this year. Probably gonna come out earlier than December, hopefully. And then the price point is around £35. So basically, this playset includes a Frankenstein doll. It's at that price point, probably their outfit is gonna be very simple. Probably not gonna be like a outstanding doll. Probably gonna have like budget body articulation as well. The focus is gonna be mainly on the gimmick of the playset, which is, you know, creating your own pet. So, and having many different parts of like, you know, paws and heads, and like you can switch and mix and match. I'm thinking probably. So it's gonna be very similar to the Make a Monster, you know, dolls from back in G1, probably, where everything's very easily removable, and you can add your own flair to your very own creation. So very interesting. I do wonder how the size will be of this playset. Will it actually include any like other thing, or is it just going to be purely the doll and then these different parts for the pet creation? So interesting, very interesting. And lastly, yes, let's talk about our first look here at the brand new Monster High Skulltimate Secrets HAUNTLYWOOD Mysteries dolls that include Frankie, Claudine, and Caddy Noir. From now on, they're just going to have 3 dolls in a Skulltimate Secrets series, unfortunately. So there's not going to be any 4 or 5 dolls anymore. I'm guessing because Mattel realized that making 3 dolls is much more efficient and probably will bring in more money, because they're able to, you know, really dedicate good budget for each doll and have better quality overall. I don't know, honestly, but it makes sense to me. It does. So here, these dolls, the listings are already up, and apparently the release date is around April. The pricing is around $29.99 US, and of course we do have one stock photo again, just for now, just for right now. We only have the stock photo of the packaging of the front for each doll. Again, how ridiculous. Like, come on, whoever is hoarding these stock photos, just release them already. Or if this is really how stock photos are leaking, then I mean, that really sucks. But I don't know, I feel like someone's just like not sharing all of the stock photos. Like, right? Like, I feel like sometimes people are just like not sharing these stock photos, like they're keeping them all to themselves. Ugh. I don't know, but that's how it feels like sometimes, because like, how in the world would we only have the stock photo of the packaging? Like, come on, really, only one stock photo of each doll? Don't lie to me. Okay, but yeah, so here, let's go over each individual. Okay, so first up we have Claudine here. The actual coffin shape seems to be very similar to the previous series, just, you know, this time around it's just purple, and it has different details on the front that are, you know, like cameras and like lights. So it's stars, so it's more unique, but the actual system and gimmick is the same. The function is still the same. You basically, there's a lever and you pop the doll up from the front, from the top. So yeah, same thing. But yeah, Claudine here, we can see the artwork obviously on the one side, and from there we can really kind of tell what she's going to look like. Obviously she's going to have this huge ponytail, probably. She's going to have it seems like with every Skulltimate Secrets, here we also have a theme, a unanimous kind of like accent that every doll has. This series, it seems to be like kind of like a fur collar jacket, and then on Claudine here we have like one sleeve, and then we have a glove on the other arm. And then they also, all 3 dolls actually have the same style of mini skirt, which is kind of like a fur detail around the bottom. So very interesting. It kind of reminds me of like old Mycene bling. Like, those were dolls, right? Like, they also had like a mini skirts and like fur details. It really reminds me of like those dolls, but just probably like more okay for kids. I don't know. But yeah, so these Claudine looks cute. The ponytail is interesting to me. I can't wait to see obviously her whole design. But it does make me wonder, why Claudine? I mean, I guess Claudine works for like a Hollywood setting, but let's get into Frankie, because I don't know if Frankie should have had, you know, a spot in this series. So speaking of, yes, Frankie, they also have a similar kind of fur collar jacket. The sleeves here are different, they're poofier, and I believe for Frankie, they are actually wearing gloves on both arms. they are both blue, and yeah, the hairstyle seems to be, you know, slicked back. You know, there's a side part, and then yeah, cute hairstyle. And then the skirt is also the same. The skirt is like a blue, and then we also have obviously the or like a silvery blue. It reminds me of Gabriella Isley from Rainbow High. The skirt has the fur trim as well at the bottom. The shoes, I hope, look good, by the way, and especially for Frankie, like with the prosthetic leg, I wonder what that will look like. It will probably be unique to this doll, which is always fun to see. But yeah, so Frankie, I'm not sure if they really fit into this theme of glam Hollywood. I mean, I just think, like, aesthetically speaking, Frankie in G3 has more of like an edgier vibe to them. So I think like this spot would have been better utilized by Cleo, right? Cleo, or I hate to say it, Draculaura. I know I feel like we all have Draculaura fatigue sometimes because like she's always in every series. But I feel like for a Hollywood glam series like this, Draculaura could have killed, right? Or maybe even Venus. Like Venus could have been here, or Spectra. You know, Spectra could have also looked pretty glam. But I just feel like Frankie, I don't really think of Frankie when I think of Hollywood glam, especially not a G3 Frankie character. So, but yeah, that's just me. And lastly, yes, we have probably the best one out of the three already. I can tell it's gonna be Caddy Noir here. Like I mentioned, Frankie, I don't really think of Hollywood glam, but Caddy, you know, Caddy's already in a spotlight. She's a singer, she's a pop star. So I think the Hollywood setting, HAUNTLYWOOD setting, really makes sense for this character, for Caddy. It would make sense that she would go to HAUNTLYWOOD, that she would be singing at this, you know, event, gala, whatever, like, right? It just makes sense to me. So I think she looks really fun, and I think the styling here for her also works the best. I can just see her wearing a fur collar jacket, the one sleeve, then we have the glove, the pink glove on the other arm. I think that works really well. I like the jewelry on her. I like the mini skirt on her with the fur. I think the fur works better on weird creature monsters, right? I just feel like that works better. And then we also have her nails and her hair, which is very similar to Frankie's as well. But I think, yeah, you know, Caddy just looks really good here. I can already tell. I mean, hopefully her doll translate as well as, you know, the artwork makes it look like. So yeah, let's, you know, I have my fingers crossed that Caddy will look as well, as good, as amazingly as she does on the artwork here, which once again was done by Darko Dark. I want to say, I don't know, the artwork does look very Darko Dark-ish to me, but maybe it's someone else. So yeah, a Caddy, probably the best one for me anyway. She looks, I just think the theming, the styling, the whole look, it works for her. Caddy is a very celebrity inspired character already, so I think this setting, it works for her. But that was our first look at the brand new HAUNTLYWOOD Skulltimate Secrets dolls coming later this year. But yeah, what do you think overall of these first looks at the artwork of the dolls, the packaging, the G3 potion minis, the brand new Frankenstein potion, Frankenstein Make-A-Pet monster playset? What do you think of all this news? Let me know down below. And that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support that channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.